Several people have been arrested for refusing to leave a short-term rental property. Metro Police say they found guns and a large amount of drugs inside.
WSMV's Brendan Tierney talked with neighbors who want changes to keep it from happening at other homes in the area.
Laura Warning is staying in this house for the week with her grandchildren, but she never expected police to find 6 guns and a lot of cocaine, meth, and heroin inside another rental down the street.
Shocking and scary.
Metro Police say they were called by the manager of the Airbnb on Wednesday afternoon when the people staying in this house on Napoleon Street were refusing to leave. Officers had to force the 7 people out and found the weapons and drugs inside.
For these bad guys to overstay their time in the Airbnb, it just doesn't make any sense.
Laura says she has a lot of questions about what the people were doing. Police say the youngest was a 16-year-old girl who had 2 guns, one of which was stolen, leaving Laura very concerned something could have happened near where her family is staying.
To hear that closely and in such a great neighborhood, it's very sad.
Laura says she always looks at reviews before booking a rental property and talks with friends who have gone to the city before.
Everyone who has been here absolutely loves it, and never heard of anyone encountering anything like this before.
Police say all 7 people are facing multiple gun and drug charges. We reached out to Airbnb today to see what policies they have in place to keep something like this from happening at a rental property, but we did not get a response. On the East Bank, Brendan Tierney, WSMV 4.